Hey guys, and welcome to another day on the shop. Today we're still working on the old Camaro. So, got some new goodies in. Alright, so I got some new goodies in. Door panels. What I did was I sent the other ones back that weren't pre-assembled and got some that were pre-assembled because I needed the top part of the door panel, and those did not have it. They expect you to have door panels and you're just recovering the door panel itself with the fabric. So it costs double, yes, so instead of 200 it's 400, but they come assembled ready to go in, other than you have to cut things out. So you have to cut for the door handle, you have to cut for the window roller upper, and you have to cut for the mirror adjustment on the driver's side. So right here, so that's the only other one that I got to cut. But so I'm going to start out with the driver's side and make this, hopefully make this work. If I can make it work on the driver's side, I'll have it done and then ready for the passenger side. Because I'm crossing my fingers, I really am not good at upholstery. So let's just say I'm just going to follow whatever this one has as of pre-cut, just measuring off the passenger side so I can get both passenger and driver. I also took the white armrests and painted them black, and they look amazing. I did order some. They won't be in until next week, so it's kind of too late for me. So my issue is these little things on these older cars always break, so they don't hold a screw very well in the door. So with that, you run into an issue of when you go to pull the door by that handle, it rips off. So I got new ones coming in for that, but these temporarily look really good. The passenger side has been painted once before. I'm not sure what the color actually is before, but they painted it white. I went to paint it black and it had a little incident. So the incident turned out to just, I mean, it hardened and everything else, which was good. Another thing which I've done today was I sprayed this with bed liner, kind of keep down some noise, kind of cover up some of that paint. I also checked my lights. All my lights work. I replaced the headlight that didn't work and made sure the adjustments are all good on them. So yeah, all that is good to go. I had to push this back a little bit more because it was hanging over, and then those look good. So everything's good. So let's get to these door panels. Okay, well, as you see, that has this is metal up here instead of being plastic, which is good because the old ones are plastic that I know of. But it already has pre-cut holes for everything besides the speaker, which is going right here. But it's got the pre-cut holes for the armrest. It's got a pre-cut hole for the other part of the armrest, the door handle, the window, and I'm guessing that's the other on the passenger side. That is the other adjustment for the mirror. So I got to see if they put the other one on the driver's side on in a bad place, because I've got to get this one prepped and cut all these out. So that's a good thing that we already have all that. So let's get in here and see if that's going to cause any issues. All right, so whoever did this last put the thing right here, and it's supposed to go down here. So there's this little clip back here. Pull this clip off and we'll readjust this. We'll shove this in the right hole instead of the wrong one, and that should fix that issue with the mirror adjustment. So now this is here versus down there, now we have our mirror adjustment in the right spot. So now we can put all this back in here once we get the door done. And it should, I guess it goes here. I don't know, we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting stuff for the door panel. And I gotta find some screws for this and probably clean this up. Maybe just polish a little bit. Then I gotta pop this off as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off and get this ready. I'm really liking these door panels. I'm hoping that they're worth my money. So let's start cutting some stuff out. I got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So that's what all we got to cut out. So that's what we're going to start with. We'll start back here and see how it goes. And we're just going to cut off just these little tabs first, and then we're going to pry this up. So this first one's not a perfectly round hole, but I'm not too worried about it because all it has to do is fit one of these screws in it, and it just buttons up to the door. So all it has to do is just make room for, I guess, this oval. So that's what I'm doing. Make room, and then we're gonna screw these in and get this done. So let's get back to cutting all the rest now. Alright, so cut them out. They're not perfect, but we're going to put these on and see how they look. Make sure everything lines up good. And then we can start making preparation for a speaker right here. I just got to measure out where it's going on here to measure up to put it in. So let's get the door panel in first, and then we'll worry about speakers in a minute. Excuse the poor lighting. So let's see. Slip it in here. If I can get everything lined up right. Which we're going to put plastic behind this thing also, to kind of keep dirtiness out. Of the lock mechanism. Oh well. Figure something out with that. Alright. Alright. Looks as though things are starting to line up. So, if that's the case, we will proceed accordingly. Man, that thing looks good. Whew. Looking good. All right. This might even help the window stay in place better. All right, so now I gotta get my plastic on the back, find my hole for my speaker, put the snaps in, because there are pre-cut holes for snaps. And yeah, we do it. Slow learning. We'll get it done. So the adventurous part of me, I want to find out how this thing buckles in, so I'm going to take the passenger side off. I'm going to move this thing back a little bit because it's in my way. And I got plenty of room back there, which all this is going to get shoved out of the way eventually, because I want my room back. So move this, and then we're going to start looking at that. Alright, so this door panel taken apart, I just took the window regulator roller off. If you've never taken one off, I can show you how to take one off and put one on. But there's two slide clips on the front and back. It looks like this one is broken or potentially broken. Back in the front and in the back, there's still one holding. So we got this trim removal tool. Well, it's not really a trim removal tool, but it removes the buttons that hold door panels and things on. So we're going to go through and we're going to pop off using this. I do have trim removal tools as well, and I do have more new buttons to do this with. So slide that out. I have a lot of stuff in here. Alright, so we do, and that's what I expected. So I'll have to fix that on the other side. Alright, well, we will address this right here. It's a wiring issue, because I don't like it. I got holes everywhere. I ordered the grommets for the doors. I'll have to show you all those in the next video probably. I'm going to vacuum this door out because it's got a lot of stuff in it. And we got to pop all these plastic pieces off, as well as the metal ones that hold the door panel on, so we can put them back into place the right way. So we got to fix these and pry them out to fit on the door panel again. That's what we're going to do. So looking, yeah, these things are plastic. I'm going to save this one because it could cost me $100 for another one. But I don't have all the clips because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that hold the door front and back, and then there's little plug-in ones on here, which these are the V-shaped ones that you shove in and kind of go in those holes. So we've got 4 out of 6. That's not too bad. We'll use top, bottom, top, bottom. I have to look at the driver's door because I don't think I have this many. So if I don't, I might be running to the parts store, or I might just make it work for this trip at least. And then we got an audio box, 4.5-inch speaker right here. So I gotta know where this is in unison to the door, so I can start cutting this out as well. But let's get these clips on one of the doors and put it in. Let's find some more clips like this because I think I have some. Alright, so as I expected or suspected, I've got 2 on the driver's side, 4 on the passenger side. So, yeah, I'm going to have to make these work. Might use 3 on each side, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I do have the clips right here for the rest of the door panel, and there should be just enough. So yeah, let's spread these out a little bit more, make them fit a little bit better, and get to putting them on the door panel. Okay, so I got the 2 clips bent out a little bit more. I actually have 3. I need to put 1 more in here. So that might change things a little bit more. But for the 4 clips down here, you have to be very careful for all these clips. You have to cut through the cardboard, but not through the fabric. And that's really difficult to make sure you don't do that. So we got that. Now we got these little fasteners. And we're going to be putting these in. So we just need 4 for this one. So there we go, 4. And the way these go in is you put the long end first and then you just rotate it around. And it should just pop right in, so that you don't have any issues towards it popping back out or anything. So just like that. That one's in. I'm going to keep going and do the rest of them. Okay, so yeah, this didn't have the little panel that goes behind it, but I found it. I just painted it black just because it had some rust on it, so it's sitting right now drying. Like modern cars. Plastic. This is the most ghetto way I did it because I don't have any like little glue stuff. I just painter taped it up right now just to hold some moisture back from getting in the car and on the panel. So I just poked some holes out and everything else. The speaker I'm getting to. Really want to do that. Saw another project that I'm not going to get to today, and I really need to get to it, which is going to be in a future video. It's the door hinge. This passenger door, see how it hits? It's super low. You have to pick it up and then put it in. So if you don't, it'll just drop out. So my hinges are bad. I've already got a hinge kit because I bought it when I bought the car, or when I got the car. So you got to come in here and you got to pop the hinges off, and they're probably wallowed out just from use. So I'm not going to do that today or tomorrow. It'll be in a couple of weeks. All you got to do is just pick it up and slam it, old school style, just heavy door. All right, so I'm waiting on that paint. This door panel's ready to go. Now I'm going to work on this door panel and get this ready to go. The only thing that it's not going to have is the mirror adjustment. You have to adjust your mirror by hand on the passenger side. So yeah, we're gonna make this happen. Let's get to this. Okay, so we got driver door panel, passenger door panel, all cut out, ready to go. I measured up off the old door panel the speaker on here. So I'm using a retro style speaker. It's called an ultra thin 4-inch. It's not very big. I'm not expecting a whole lot of sound out of it. For right now, I'm not doing a whole stereo system. I'll do that another day. These are small and lightweight. So from Retro Sound, I got these speakers for free from a giveaway from another YouTuber. So I'm happy to try these out. I am going to redo the wiring because the wiring's kind of janky. It just goes through the side of the door here, right here. I don't like that. There is a grommet back here. You can't see it, but there's a big old hole back there. I bought replacement grommets, so I can replace those. So with that, yeah, we're gonna hook the stereo up and have just a little bit of sound. So but I'm gonna put some plastic on these doors, and then I'm gonna put the door panel on, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so with a manual door roller, you have a little clip in here that holds this to the splines. So what you do is, to pop it off, you have to pop this little clip out. And it's just a little half moon clip. All you gotta do is take a pick, or a screwdriver, or a removal tool, and pry that out. Alright, but putting it back in is quite simple. All you do is put the pin in, and then just work it in, and there you go. It's in. Alright, with the struggle of the armrest, I finally got it on. Missing one bolt, I gotta go find it, but everything else is on. The only things I don't like is this is not looking too shabby. I should have wire wheeled it before I put this back in the car. This needs a little bit of paint, and this is not black. I prefer everything to be black, but it is what it is. But it looks quite nice like that. Brand spanking new. Now I gotta get the driver's side and yeah, then we're gonna call it a night. So I'm gonna pop this other speaker in, and then I'm gonna put this little plate in. How it goes in, it goes from the back, and then these little tabs right here, these little tabs fold over the metal, and then the plate, this plate screws in facing the driver like so. So just like that. So, and I found some screws to go along with it, so they look snazzy. They don't match, but it is what it is. Short notice. So yeah, hopefully this helps you. I would definitely use an X-Acto knife with these door panels. I'll put a link in the description below where I found these door panels, because it's a pain in the butt to find these door panels, especially in stock where you can order them and they ship them out like the next day, because everybody else is on back order. And if you don't have these, which, see, even that one's cracked in 2 places, 3 places, and these new ones are metal. They're not full, or they're not rounded off as good as those, but over time, once you start pushing on them, they'll probably round off a little bit better. Okay, so here's the final part of the driver's side. We have, just like this passenger side, where this doesn't go all the way over. I don't get that. It needs to. It's supposed to encompass these brackets, so I might have to pull this thing back off and push it back over. Other than that, got everything on. Don't have a thing for here. This is busted, so it doesn't go there. Everything else is all good. Need a little dealio for that. Other than that, yeah, I just gotta pull this whole thing over that somehow, and that will complete the door. So, and it also holds my window a lot tighter too, doing this. So yeah. So, but thank you for joining into another episode of the shop. Hopefully this helps you out and get you some new door panels in your Camaro or something else. So I will look up the part numbers and all that for these, and I'm gonna find the other clips, the metal clips, because I need some more, and they have little plastic clips that go on the door, and I'm missing a few of them. So I am going to end up taking these door panels back off sometime in the next couple months, because I'm probably going to replace these speakers anyway with a little bit bigger, probably 5 1/4, 6 1/2, somewhere around there. So bring out the speaker, or bring out the sound of the stereo a little bit better. But yeah, thank you for joining in to another episode, and check out some Teespring, check out Instagram, check out TikTok, check out Patreon. Anything you want to know, that's where it all is. So but yeah, until next time.